Monday morning, 11 o'clock, I was in Brian Epstein's office in London, negotiating with him to get the Beatles back. Andy, he said, you must have liked them. I know you've lost money, you must have liked them, but how is it that you come down so soon? And I said, well, I like them so much that I really feel that we can help them by bringing them back to Scotland. He said, oh, really? I said, yes. The only thing, Brian, is I can't pay them £40 a night. I can pay them £30 a night. He said, I'll tell you what, Andy, he said. The boys enjoyed Scotland, they enjoyed working with you. You can have them back on 3 conditions. Condition number 1, it won't be any more dances at the Bridge of Allan Borough Museum Hall. He said, it won't be £30 a night, Andy. It won't be £40 a night. Andy, it'll be £500 a night. Now, in today's terms, that £500 a night is the equivalent, probably, to £12,500 a night. This was a band that had not had a hit record. And the third condition, Andy said, is, I need your decision before your butt gets off the seat. And he left the room. And I was in the office. I had 3 minutes to make a decision. He came back, and I said, I'll take them. I was so impressed and overpowered by what I'd heard at the Bridge of Allan Hall that I had confidence to book them. And I booked them for 3 concerts, one in Glasgow, one in Kirkcaldy, and one in Dundee later in the year, in October, in fact. Brian had the Scottish tour in his mind as the Beatles' first ever concerts, because already, even although they were an unknown band, he was going to send them to concerts in America later in the year, and he wanted them to gain experience in Scotland, in a place where he thought it might not do them too much damage. What was interesting about that was, how could Brian know that they were going to be so big and have big concerts in America planned when they hadn't even had a hit?
Where were you when John passed?
When John passed, I was in Sussex, in my home in Sussex. That's where I was.
Somebody called you?
Yeah, my manager at the time called me, and that was just a shock of all shocks, you know.
George, where were you?
George?
No, this is Ringo.
Ringo, where were you?
I was in the Bahamas.
I was getting to it, but George.
I was
No,
in
you weren't, Larry.
Just shut up, it's my turn.
I know, but you got your name wrong.
I
We're
know,
on national
give him a
television.
break.
We can't
Anyway,
it's
I
live.
was in the Bahamas.
Very early on, before we had even finished the script, there came from on high, which is in essence was from Brian Epstein, saying it's really, really, really important that we shoot in the Bahamas.
Filming in the Bahamas, and we were doing Helter.
And then we were finding people, you know, we could meet up in certain countries. You know, Harry and I mean, we did the backing tracks here, but we did the vocals in the Bahamas because it was a convenient place for us both to meet.
people always look for hidden meanings in titles, in motion pictures, in lyrics of songs. Is there a message here of any kind?
Well, I'm not telling you.
Did you save your money?
What we could get our hands on, yeah.
What do you mean, what you could get your hands on?
Well, a lot of it got siphoned off before we even got near it, you know. I mean, we didn't know anything about this, anything like that, you know. And there's a lot of money. There's a lot of millionaires around this world, so, yeah. But that's part of the action, too.
Okay. Let me pause here for these announcements. We'll continue with John Lennon on tomorrow in 2 minutes and 5 seconds, and I trust you'll stay tuned. Thank you. What about the rumor that was going around one time that you had died and there was a double standing in for you?
It's not true.
No, obviously not.
I can categorically state that right now, Tom. I'm almost alive.
Well, I mean, did you laugh about it? Did you was it fun for you or crazy time?
Yeah, it was actually, because the man from our office rang up and he said, it's on the press that you're dead. I said, well...
Typical of the press, isn't it?
What a super wake-up call.
Yeah, that was great. Oh, thanks, yeah, fine. And he said, what do you want to do about it? I said, there's not a lot I can do about it, actually. And so we just let it ride, you know, there was nothing else we could do. I just came out with a couple of statements and said, you know, like, what was it, Mark Twain one, rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated.
Exactly.
Somebody said that. Okay, Tom.
Do you get as wistful for that time as many of us do? And wish somehow it could all happen again?
No, I look back on it and remember that I loved most of what went on. But obviously, like, it can't happen again. It's really like trying to get back your childhood summers or something. If you're not too thick, you know that can't happen again. So I just look back on it and remember that I kind of really enjoyed most of it. And I leave it at that kind of thing. I'm wistful, but actually, I wouldn't like it to happen again, because we've done it once. It'd be boring second time.
And also difficult to top yourself.
Very, Tom.
In A Hard Day's Night and Help, the Beatles proved that pop music movies can be made for adults.
Time as it goes now. What is the mouse? What time is it go?